Hi Sagittarius, welcome to Key Wisdom Tarot. My name is Ruth and I'm your Reiki Master and Tarot Reader. This Sagittarius is your August love reading, and I'm going to do a new spread today which is still 6 cards, but it's based on the first 6 threads of the Tree of Life. I put in the description, I'll put a little explanation of what that means. I'll explain as we go as well, obviously. So read the description below. Your bi-weeklies your general bi-weeklies up until the 10th of August are still available to view. And also please like, subscribe and share the content of Key Wisdom Tarot with everyone on social media. And obviously if you have had a personal reading, thank you very much, or you've had a reading on here that really resonates with you, Sag, please feel free to head over to my Facebook page and leave a little review. And also you can follow me on Facebook, of course, and at Instagram, both Key Wisdom Tarot. You can book a personal reading as well if you would like, keywisdomtarot at gmail.com. Okay, so I've already shuffled the cards, Sagittarius, and they feel that sometimes I do readings and it's very confusing and cloudy. Four of Swords. It's very confusing and cloudy. This time, other times I do them and it's very definite. It's a very definite message. So that's how I feel it is today. It's a very definite message for you, Sagittarius. Okay, so maybe one that you don't necessarily want to receive, but you're getting it. Okay, so this is your fabulous. This is your overall energy or focus for this month, and that's a 9 of Cups. The next card wants to come off the bottom as well. That card is going to represent what or who you could encounter or experience in the month of August. The third card is your perspective, your recent past, where you're coming from. The fourth card is your love potential or love lesson for this month. That's the fourth card. The fifth card is your challenge for August, and finally is your advice. Okay, the sixth card is your advice. Okay, so there might be more cards that want to come out as we go, so I'll pull those out and I'll be intuitively drawn. Okay, so this is the first card, and this is, as I said, is your overall energy or focus for this month. Now, in the on the Tree of Life, number 1 is about the divine, whatever you call that, whatever that is for you. It's about union with the divine. So this is why I call it your overall energy or focus for this month, and that's the 9 of Cups, or the wish fulfillment card. You know, some of you, and we've had this already with you. I've said this to you so many times. Some of you Sagittarius are in and have everything around you that that is good, that is happy, that you want, but you are not going towards it. Some of you maybe are in a reluctant relationship, i.e. the person that you're with, in a relationship with, loves you and you love them. It's just that maybe you don't feel ready, or the time's not right yet, or you maybe feel pressured into doing something, or going somewhere, maybe starting a family or moving house, and you just kind of like not letting yourself enjoy the experience of being in this relationship. For others of you, you are in a relationship that you feel is not your wish fulfillment, and that you want to go towards. This card this card has been out so many times today. You know, 8. I mean, it is the 8th month, August, obviously. So we are going to be thinking about our karma. You know, this is 8 of Swords. So it's about your mind, and it's about the thought patterns and the thought processes that you live with. Also with this card, we cut off our compassion for ourselves. We cut off our connection to our 2nd, 3rd and 4th chakra, our sacral chakra, solar plexus, and our heart chakra, which means we lack compassion for ourselves. That's where you're at. It's interesting, we start with the 9 of Cups. The focus is for you this month, it's saying to you, you can go toward the thing that you want. You can allow yourself to enjoy your relationship, or you can go into a relationship if that's what you want, or you can you know, move on to a different person if that's what you want. you just have to recognize that that is where you're at. You have to recognize that you have it within you to get your dream, to get your joy, to achieve that, and stop thinking in this way. You've really been beating yourself up, you know, and that can happen. You know, we do that sometimes if we are sorry. I feel like do you know what? I feel like I have to say this because I don't really want to say this, but I feel like I have to. And some of you, I've said this before, I think some of you are in the wrong relationships, and you know you're in the wrong relationships, and you want to be not in that relationship, and you're refusing to do anything about this. If you're married, this could be Eight of Wands relates to marital discord. Related to this, again, it's another 8. It's the second time I've got 2 8s. Just checking I've shuffled these cards, even though I know I've shuffled the cards from the last reading. Some of you could be dealing with Leos. They have 3 8s in their readings. But anyway, it doesn't matter who you're dealing with. This could be, it can relate to marital discord if you're married, arguments, etc. If you're not married, it could just relate to communication. Lots of communication, speaking to someone back and forth. There's a want to do that for some people. There's a want to reach out for some of you, Sagittarius, or if someone wants to reach out to you, Sagittarius. There's a want for that this month. You are sitting on your hands. You are not moving. You are not doing anything. Some of you are in the wrong relationships, and you know you are in the wrong relationship. So I'm intrigued to see the rest of the cards for this month, Sag, okay? The next card is relating to what you could encounter, what or who you could encounter or experience this month. That's a Queen of Wands. This is you. This is your energy, potentially, Sagittarius. You know, this is about being motivated. This is about movement. The Queen of Wands is also a witch, though. And the Queen of Wands is about having the capabilities and abilities to directly affect your life and others, you know, in a positive way. You know, this is your energy, so we're talking about growth, inspiration, creativity. We're talking about strength. We're talking about manifesting. We're talking about action, taking action toward the things that we want. So this is something that you could be feeling, embodying. There's a lot wanting to come through for you. Another one, 3 of Wands. So maybe this is something you've waited for with the 3 of Wands. Threes are a master number. So it is related to the divine, to whatever you believe that to be. It's related to that connection to the divine, and it's about being led almost by that connection to the divine, or recognizing that that connection is what can move us, and that's kind of what it is for you. It's like recognizing that this is related to your past as well. So it could be someone from your past, or a relationship in the past that you put effort and energy into. You'll be receiving the rewards for that this month. This is your work. This is your work that you're being rewarded for. This is your work. That's what came to mind. This is your work that you're being rewarded for. You've put energy and effort into achieving something, overcoming something. It's interesting because at the start of this reading, I was like, "This is so clear. This message is so clear." But when I'm getting it as it's coming through, and I'm reading the message, and I'm delivering it, my third eye is going crazy. It's vibrating a lot. It's as if you've achieved clarity now. It's like you know now what you need to do, Sagittarius. It's like you know now what you need to do. And I mean now, as in the day today is the 2nd of August. And you know now, on the 2nd of August, what you need to do. It's like you've come into that realization. You've been blessed with that information. Like you've been given that information from the universe, divine, whatever. There's something. This is number 3. This is your perspective or your recent past. there's a connect. It's like you've recently realised, oh my gosh, I love this person. Oh my God, this person loves me. Oh my gosh, you know, I didn't want to move forward. I didn't want to, but now I do. It's like you've realised something. You've realised it already. You've realised, as I said, today's the 2nd of August. So by the 2nd of August, you know. Or you're about to know. I mean, literally, there could be communication today. There could have been communication today, this evening, tonight. You know what I mean? On this day, yesterday. There's a connection, there's a real connection that you have with somebody that is very strong and very real. And you've not been moving towards it up until this point. And it's as if the clarity has come now at the beginning of August. You've got this clarity. So let's see. This is the love potential or the love lesson for this month. This is what it is. So let's see. Keep my fingers crossed for you. 5 of Pentacles left out in the cold. This is the love potential or the love lesson. So this is, again, it's not moving towards it or feeling like you can't move towards something, feeling like you know, there's been, maybe this is in the past, hang on, sorry. Wait a minute. See, you've either been avoiding somebody, not speaking to somebody, someone's not been speaking to you. If it's in a married couple, maybe you've been sort of, or in a couple living together, that type of couple, whether you're married or not, you might have not been speaking to each other, you might have been ignoring each other. I think that maybe that's because of the pressure that you felt in a situation, you or them, apply it as you can, you know your life. I think that's because you or them felt pressure of the situation, what was going on in your life. There's so much that wants to come through for you. 9 of Pentacles wanted to come out as well. So yeah, they call this feeling left out in the cold. 5s are always a challenge though. They're always a challenge and they're always changes and they're brought about by other people. For some of you, you could be cutting ties with somebody. You could be becoming single if you've been in a relationship. You could be walking away from that relationship that you're in. You could be feeling very bad about that. But it's strange because some of you there's somebody else. There's a connection with somebody. I mean, I wouldn't recommend you walk away from that connection. I mean, I'd recommend you stay in that connection or allow that connection to flourish. If you've been ignoring your partner's been ignoring you, and you can apologise to each other, speak your truth, and then come back together. 9 of Pentacles relates to the single, to I call it the Riri card. You know, it's after Chris Brown and before a new boo. You know, you're feeling good, you're feeling strong, you're feeling good about who you are, you're feeling able to you've got everything you need in your life to be happy. And you've not felt like that for some time, and this month you feel like that. Interesting. The love potential is about, isn't it interesting? Because we have for the love potential, which is these cards here, feeling left out in the cold, 9 of Pentacles, Ace of Swords. So we've got progression, we've got movement, the potential for movement in relationships, maybe movement out of a relationship, and that comes with speaking your truth and gaining the clarity that you've gained, because you have gained clarity, Sagittarius. That's going to lead to movement in any way that you, and the reason I'm not going to give you all the scenarios is because I've literally got 1 minute left, so I don't, but you can apply it. Okay, this is your challenge. Your challenge is, you know, you're wielding the sword, so it could be this could be someone coming towards you, but I feel like this is your attitude. With the Knight of Swords, I've got a really good example for the Knight of Swords, okay, but it's really long, but the example is, you ring your doctor and you say, hi doctor, I need an appointment, and the doctor says, okay, your appointment's tomorrow at 9 a.m. You put the phone down. You get a text message off the doctor saying your appointment is tomorrow at 10 a.m. Now, you know that the doctor just said 9 a.m. and the text message says 10 a.m. But you think, do you know what? That's fine. I'll just go at 10 a.m. tomorrow instead of 9. So you go at 10 a.m. Even though the doctor said on the phone 9, you go at 10 because the text message later on said 10 o'clock. You go at 10 o'clock. And you get to the reception and the reception woman says, or man says, sorry, you've missed your appointment. And you say, what do you mean I've missed my appointment? And she says to you, it was at 9 o'clock. And you say, hang on a minute, I've got a text message here that says 10 o'clock. And she says, listen, I'm sorry, love, but you know, your appointment was at 9. We did speak to you yesterday. Yeah. And then you get all angry because really you are in the wrong, because really you should have confirmed. But you're also in the right because they sent you the text message that said 9 o'clock. So you start shouting at this woman, this poor woman. That's the Knight of Swords. It's like you're in the wrong, but you're also in the right. But your attitude doesn't help. That's your challenge this month. So if you're wanting to end a relationship with somebody or start a new relationship with somebody, you might be in a situation that is unclear, uncertain, unable to move out of, but you still want to, but you're right to want to move out of that situation, even if other people are getting hurt. But it's about having a bit more, try to have a bit of tact and understanding for anyone else involved. I'm sorry if I sound like I'm rushing. Your last card, which is relating to your advice or how to achieve balance, is the Sun card. I'm loving that it came beneath the two of Cups, actually, because this is a card of enlightenment. It's a card of clarity. It's a card of knowing. It's a card of growth, expansion. It's a card of love, lovers, being in love, having a relationship, growing a family, children, all the things that come with that. So really, for you, the advice for this month is, I really honestly think it's about the same thing that it's been about. It's about moving toward the things that you want. I'm gonna just take your thumbnail while I'm on here now. Moving towards the thing that you want and being enlightened. You know what they are now. Making a move toward them. It's interesting. It's a very interesting month, Sagittarius, and I'd be more than happy actually to do a private reading for Sophia. You know, because some of you are going to need a private reading this month, actually. So if you do need a private reading, Sagittarius, and I'm guessing some of you definitely will, please get in touch with me, keywisdomtarot@gmail.com, and I'd be happy to do a personal reading for you. Oh, I hope you have there's really good energy here for you, for your enlightenment, for your growth, for your healing. So go toward that. Okay, I'm going to run. Have a fabulous August, and I'll see you all next week for your bi-weeklies, generals with additional love. Okay, thank you, Sagittarius. Take care, my loves. Bye.